Reports of hate and racism at the Toronto District School Board increasing at an alarming rate. That's according to a new report that says the TDSB has a serious racism problem. Now, this is the first report of its kind with the TDSB, who tonight is promising to take action.
This is not the first data set which brings these themes to light. This evidence has been there for many years through many different reports, and this is just another piece of evidence.
That evidence highlighting the depth of racism that exists at the Toronto District School Board. In the 128-page human rights report that uses TDSB surveys, census, and sources, the board says there's cause for deep concern.
Specifically anti-Black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, and how we support and best serve individuals who identify as disabled in our system.
According to the report, by the end of the 2018-2019 school year, 64 hate activity reports were filed to the Human Rights Office. These reported incidents more than quadrupled between June 2019 and August 2020, with race-related complaints representing 69%.
The facts are that remain that Black and Indigenous students specifically have the worst outcomes in the TDSB, and that is proven by data.
Anti-Black racism exceeded all other reported incidents by a wide margin. Anti-Semitism has risen at alarming rates, and so have incidents of homophobia at the school board. The board says it's putting more emphasis on human rights, and that's caused a surge in reports made to the office.
We've experienced a great backlog. When we've been able to identify what the issues are specifically, we'll be able to dedicate more resources to addressing this backlog.
As the pandemic has forced students to the virtual world, some have been met with online hate.
The pandemic has seen an increase of anti-Semitism, not just in the school environment, but broadly. Often in times of crisis, conspiracy theories about Jews come to the forefront, and we're seeing a lot of things, including, the well-known QAnon conspiracies to others.
Experiences of hate can oftentimes have a domino effect on students, from morale and engagement in education and their confidence taking a hit too, factors that influence the outcomes of students.
The TDSB published data from the student census that showed that Black students specifically feel good about themselves in their home environment, feel accepted in their communities. However, the attitudes were very different when the same questions were asked about the way they felt at school.
The report also notes that there's been a disproportionate number of complaints about anti-Black racism made by Black administrators. A systemic review is now underway.
People have had these experiences. They haven't just happened in the last 6 months, but perhaps people are trusting that we have a systematic way of dealing with these issues on a case-by-case basis